Hello everyone. So we have had a couple of fantastic days at the thrift stores. Enough of this is actually going to be a two-parter because I found two big stacks of one particular very special to me thing I think is really cool, enough that to take a look at it, I want to put it in its own separate video. So look for that coming pretty soon after this one. It's going to be just kind of a normal, the regular stuff for the store and collection, things like that. First, Amanda went to that every week 50% off sale every Wednesday at the one thrift store. We only go there during that sale. Been hit or miss, mostly missed lately, but she did find some good stuff. And then the next day, I did a trip to our favorite Goodwill. I went in the afternoon, which is unusual, on my way sort of like back to work instead of first thing in the morning. And I usually don't go in the afternoon because typically it's so picked through it's not worth your time. But somehow I hit it just right where because they haven't been moving the bins around a lot either lately, not the way they used to been. And somehow just I happened to hit it right as they had finished out changing the bins, and they actually did a full changeover this time. There was a lot of great stuff. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's back to where it should be, where it had been. It's fantastic. So very, very exciting. First thing, I'll just move some bigger stuff out of the way here. These My First Elite Pad, huge collection of the actual working unit, and a bunch of the books with their cartridges, and one sealed. A ton of books, one for us, one for the store. One for us is the novelization of Encounter at Farpoint, Star Trek Next Generation, and then a huge stack for the store, some Stephen King, and then mostly a lot of the usual kids' book suspects like June B. Jones, Goosebumps, a bunch of other ones in here, Magic Treehouse, that kind of stuff. So big old stack there for the store, all in really good condition. That was really good. And a couple of oddball things that we don't really pick up very much. We used to sell a decent number of neckties, but we really haven't in a long time unless it's something unusual. But Amanda came across this South Park one, which is pretty interesting. And the other thing we haven't been doing a lot of is toys lately, and I did find one Voltron toy that was pretty cool to put up on the store there. And now getting to the meat of things, a bunch of DVDs, Blu-rays, and some music and VHS and that kind of stuff found for the store. This Doctor Who, the complete second series set. My brother is a huge fan of Doctor Who. I mean, that's like one of his favorite series, if not his favorite series. I don't know if it's either that or Game of Thrones, so he's a big fan. I never really got into Doctor Who, but this is the only season that I actually watched most of. Amanda was watching it, and I watched it because I saw Rose on screen. So I'm like, oh, check this out. Maybe it's decent. But so that's the only season I watched. I actually remembered this one. The discs are really cool. I'm sure they're really shiny, so hopefully they don't shine too much here. But it's great artwork, and it's really shimmery. It looks really good in person. Like, just pretty cool release. So that'll be up on the store soon. And then also we have, this is going to be for us, Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock, the animated series. And we had sold this before in the store, Little House on the Prairie, Season 2. China Beach, Seasons 1 and 2, together in a box set. And Stargate SG-1, Season 7, the original, the big box set that we have most of. I think we're only missing 2 to have a complete collection of these. This is one that we already have, so this will be up on the store. This is before the first Slim line releases, and then the second one where they get smaller and smaller as it went. But this is the original release, the big box sets. And one that is really cool, and definitely keeping this, because I am a big fan of Hanna-Barbera. That's someone had asked a question about differences between Amanda and I didn't think about this one, but I really like Hanna-Barbera, particularly the 60s and the 70s Hanna-Barbera, maybe into the 80s, depends, but not quite as much as the earlier stuff. Amanda does not like Hanna-Barbera, like at all, any of it. Jetsons, Flintstones, whatever, doesn't like any of it. I like Hanna-Barbera, and I found the Hanna-Barbera Golden Collection, the Johnny Quest, the complete first season. Really cool. Very excited to have found that. For Johnny Quest, all I have so far is like 2 random episodes in one of those collections that has a bunch of different cartoons on it. So this is really cool. Season 1 of Johnny Quest. And Also on DVD, something we sold before really quickly, so I picked it up when I found it again. Hillary's America. Some more political nonsense. The Secret of Nim. Collector's edition of the Blues Brothers. Little Einstein's Animal Expedition. A Blu-ray DVD combo of Benji. And these last two are for us. War for the Planet of the Apes, Blu-ray DVD combo with the slipcover. I really enjoyed the original Planet of the Apes series, and I had not seen any of the newer films yet. Really very, very interested. I wanted to wait till we had all three so I can just kind of watch them all together, and this is the one we were missing. We had the other two. So very excited to add that, so we're going to watch through those eventually. And the Blu-ray of the original The Land Before Time. Then I actually found a handful of soundtracks for the store. I don't tend to pick up a lot of soundtracks unless it's something very particular and interesting, but I found a few here that were worth grabbing, especially because it was more bargain room stuff, more just by weight, which just a CD in a jewel case is almost nothing. Probably the coolest one here that was awesome to find is Killer Cuts, the soundtrack to Killer Instinct. That's pretty awesome. I was happy to see that. Soundtrack to Independence Day, Braveheart, and The Lion King. One video game find we have for PlayStation 3. It's 2 complete games, the Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City. And 2 VHS tapes. We have The Ultimate Goosebumps, Welcome to Horrorland. It's One Day at Horrorland Parts 1 and 2 of the 90s Goosebumps TV show. And Puff the Magic Dragon and The Incredible Mr. Nobody on VHS. So that was it for this video. Tons of stuff for the store, a few things for us. Really exciting. And then I was very happy because I found something you don't find very frequently at all. Most of my collection comes from one time, like 4 years ago, and then what I've bought online on eBay of this one video format. And I found basically a full bag worth of this video format, and I'm going to be busy for a long time. So that video will be coming up next, and if you enjoyed this kind of stuff, or also more so if you enjoy kind of the looks at collections and the bigger stuff like Marilyn Monroe, whatever, but the more the highlights and some of the smaller videos, that kind of stuff, there's going to be a lot of that coming out pretty soon over the next week or so. We're going to be really busy with that kind of stuff, so if you enjoy this type of content and those looks at more specific collections, those kind of things, keep your eyes peeled for stuff coming out every few days for a little while now.